Hi folks, this week we're going to be focusing on how to warp images in Photoshop. The first thing I want you to do is to download Mario. What you see in front of me right here is the Mario layered file, the PSD. This will be our first of two exercises. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a puppet warp to Mario. This layer is not flattened, so you can see the transparency indicator here with the checkerboard background, and then you can see Mario as a single element right there. One of the things we're going to do is in the layers panel, we're going to select the layer or mask you want to transform, which is just this one layer, obviously. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to go to Edit, Puppet Warp. So just about midway down. Okay, and we can't see the mesh. We can go up in this options panel and add show mesh. Shows you the mesh. You can adjust the mode if you want, rigid, distort, or just normal. You can adjust the density. I like fewer points for this particular one. And then show mesh. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is in the image window, click to add pins to the areas you want to anchor and place in the areas you want to transform. So you can anchor his nose in place, you know, maybe keep his eyes in place. Well, let's go right down the line here. Kind of like rigging a 3D image. Okay. Finding the areas will keep static. All right, there we go. Okay, and to reposition or move one or more pins, do any of the following. Drag a pin to warp the mesh. So now we can, drag a pin. You can kind of see it to warp the mesh, just like that. And then get a little perspective going. Give you a little different feel for it. So if mesh areas become overlapped during the transformation, click the pin depth buttons in the options bar. So you've got the pin depth buttons here. It allows you to set pin forward or set pin backward if things become a little chaotic when you're working with the puppet warp. So next, if you want to remove a pin, you can drag a pin to warp the mesh. To remove a pin, you press delete. Simple as that. So this one, you can tell that's the one I was doing. If I really don't want any of these pins, for example, some of these I'm not sure I want to move them around, I just go ahead and delete them altogether. Okay, and then the next, to rotate the mesh around a pin, select the pin so that a black dot appears inside the yellow circle when you see that it's, for example, there you go. And then press Option on the Mac or Alt on the Windows and position the cursor near, but not over the pins. Okay, so there we go. I'll hold down Option. And then you can see what happens as it turns into an interesting circle. I can do lots of cool things. Gives me a rotation to that specific area. Okay, so when you have added enough pins and feel the transformation is complete, click the Commit button in the options bar or Enter or Return on the Mac. So Commit is up here in the options bar, just kind of telling us that we are good with the warp. And there is the the change in the object. And that is all about puppet warping. I'll see you in the next video.